Good evening, everyone. It's me, Chillmingo, and welcome back for the 6th episode. I believe it's the 6th one. Did I remember correctly? I think I did. Of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. And what the fuck is that? That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be Sayori. What happened, Sayori? Why aren't you there anymore? Oh, another day passes. And it's time for the club meeting already. I don't remember what was happening before I left. I've got a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Thank you. Welcome back, Mingo! Ah, hi, Yuri. Oh my god, why is it so glitchy? I'm not sure if it's me, or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really did not mean it. Mingo! Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey! Have you guys seen Monica? Ah! No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man! Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about little things, aren't you? What's up with the black text there? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Hehehe. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Ahaha! Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry! I'm super sorry! Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not! Ahaha! What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Ahaha! That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Oh, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometimes. Aha, that's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, A little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Mingo.
Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Mingo, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine! She's reading over there, see? Don't think about it so much! She's used to being ignored! Come on, we're going over there!
Oh no. Oh no, what is happening? What's the story about anyway? Alright, nothing's happening, apparently.
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have these traits that turn them into killing machine that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting up their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You really made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mingo?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. She's a fucking yandere, don't touch her! She's crazy!
It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. And suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then.
Oh shit, my hair looks weird. Alright, that's fine.
But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I gotta forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, thank you, after all.
That's true.
Music? In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I step into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah?
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading is in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand that Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry! I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry.
I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ugh. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But I'm holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. I don't want to have an intimate exchange with this girl. She's crazy! My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses the things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Eh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Mingo? Did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? I'll start with Monica. Because I think I made it, if I remember correctly, I made it perfectly for Natsuki.
Hi again, Mingo. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright! Great job, Mingo. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
What the fuck? I made it good for Natsuki. What the shit happened?
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spent so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back! Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Oh wait. Did we read this one? I don't think we read it before. Save me. The colors they won't. Bright, beatful, flash, piercing, red, green, blue, endless cacophony. I don't know how to say this word. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, the king screech, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. An endless poem. I'm assuming it's an endless and poem, I don't know. Of meaningless, maybe? Delete her? What the fuck am I supposed to understand? It's so deep, it gets all over my head.
Sorry! I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything.
Please help me.
That's my advice for today.
Alright, what the fuck was that?
Thanks for listening.
Alright, I think I'm gonna save. I don't know why, but I think it's a good idea to do that. Alright, now I'm gonna return and I'm gonna show it to Natsuki.
Well, it's not terrible. What the fuck, did I messed up?
I was sure I made it perfect for her. What the fuck happened? Did I fucked it up? I don't know.
I'm so confused. It's pretty disappointing after that. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed.
Well, wait, wait a second. I was so confident. All right, I need to rewatch when I did the poem. I was pretty sure that I made it as great as possible for Natsuki. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely something I relate to. So good. Alright, thank you, Natsuki, for this.
Mingo! Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off sitting there or listening to me. Yuri's a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. I know that. I didn't have a choice. I did not have a choice, Natsuki. You have to believe me. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Mingo, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please, just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me.
Ah! Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What just happened? I didn't even notice her hide was getting like all bloody and shit. Should I show my poem to her next? And then she came attacking me.
I'm sorry, Natsuki, I swear!
I swear! I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding. Oh my gosh, she's fucking crazy.
I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure.
She's fucking crazy. Don't go near me.
That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything.
Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, I think, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cog wheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayers connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snake, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. I feel like I might be dumber than I expected in understanding poems. I don't know if it's just me or if it's...
it doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, your pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it? I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
God, she's crazy. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me an allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. Gives me lunch money and comes home before sundown. When Papa cooks, I like when Papa gives me privacy. Doesn't tell me how to dress. Doesn't comment on my friends. Doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. Papa keeps food in the house. Uses his inside voice. Leaves my stuff alone. Accidentally drops coins in the couch. He's too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Interesting.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poem, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Mingo joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier, thank you, and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave.
God, what's up with my fucking hair? Holy shit. Alright, hair. Alright. Behave yourself, hair. Alright, thank you.
I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival. Even if it's something small. Right, Mingo? Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Mingo to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Mingo joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Mingo isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Mingo wants to get more members too. Right?
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation,
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
but that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Mingo, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it?
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice to not to join.
Monica sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? No, you've done it, Natsuki! What? Me? I just spoke my mind! Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all! I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't any other places like that for me. And now, Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not talking about... She's not taking anything away.
No, Mingo. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki!
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Ah! Who cares about it? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
No, shut up. Yuri, shut the fuck up.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Mingo? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same questions as Monica. I decide to give it an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity...
Stop. Why do you cry? Why are you crying blood? Is this a woman thing?
The identity of the club as a whole will change too.
Stop this.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey, Yuri. Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica! I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Mingo? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Mingo before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Monica waves at Yuri as Yuri exits the classroom.
Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Mingo, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible as president.
What's happening with it?
And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean. But it's weird because in all the time we've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you lately. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, no, yeah, stop, wait.
No! God damn it, she still had something to do. Alright, now what the fuck? What the fuck? I thought I was supposed to do something that Natsuki liked. Am I understanding this wrong? Isn't it like when she's jumping, she's supposed to be like happy with what I'm writing? Like dream. What the fuck? Who is this? Alright, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it randomly. Randomness. What's happening with the things? Alright. Randomness.
Hi, Mingo! I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica! I told you not to... Ew! Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversation with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time.
I'm gonna save. I don't trust this situation. They're talking about girls, and I don't understand that.
So, Natsuki?
Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something?
Oh.
Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah! Ahaha! You must have a lot of determination. Thank you. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Mingo, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Aw, is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. I don't want to spend time with fucking Yuri. Why does she keep annoying me?
Mingo is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yeah! And thanks for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I take some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow her and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movement. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts to her speaking mannerism. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes passes. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. That's alright. What's gonna happen? The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. Alright, what is going on? I started heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. What the fuck? No, what is this? A sharp inhale. Like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I heard a corner to peer around it. Oh no, what is going on? Yuri? What the fuck? Yeah!
I'm back! Thanks for waiting patiently. Mingo, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Alright, so are they just never gonna talk about what just happened?
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Wait, was I the one that said the other thing?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Alright, never mind, I don't know. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Mingo.
And I don't want to. It's my fucking character that's doing that.
It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Mingo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than being bent over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yeah!
Oh, was she talking about her boba?
I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I think she was talking about her booba. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands that's not holding the book, I hand up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay, I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any ardor of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's always totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if this situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Mingo!
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't.
Mingo. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. What? My teacup gets knocked over.
Mingo! My heart won't stop pounding, Mingo. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Mingo?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
You were already crazy. You can't be losing your mind anymore.
I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
No, don't come to me. Don't come any closer. Don't approach me, demon. Oh no, this is weird. I don't like this situation one bit.
It's time to share poems.
Oh my god. Monica coming in the clutch. Alright. I think, like I usually do before the next reading session, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, well, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.